Hi, I'm Mayi, and I'm here to help you live freely as your true self. I've been thinking this week about what's important to me and how I demonstrate that in the world around me. Wonder what's important to you. What do you value in life? How about you ask the question, if you had one wish for humanity, what would that be? And then think about how you are reflecting that in your immediate world, your world around you, or even just your relationship with yourself. My greatest wish for all of humanity is for everyone to connect to the truth of who they are, to connect to their true selves, to experience this all-loving, all-knowing core that is connected to the heart of all other beings, present, always kind. I've thought a lot in my life about how hurt people, about how you quickly go from being the one looking to forgive to the one who needs to be forgiven, right? And if you think about all the war in the world, it's just a demonstration of one's war within themselves. Does anyone who is at peace within themselves go around and start a war? No. I think so often you can get distracted by all this external noise and focusing on all that's wrong. We kind of miss out of what our capabilities are, of implementing that which we pray for, which we hope for in our world around us. If we focused less on the big things that happen in the news and more on our personal spheres of influence, which may be for some impacting those bigger events that we see terrifying the globe. But if everyone tuned to their world, what is happening around them, how they are demonstrating these qualities that you may claim to long for, are you demonstrating those in your day-to-day life? If you would like peace in the world, have you found peace within yourself? Do you know how to quieten the noise when things get rough? Do you have peace in your immediate relationships? Or are you just focused on the lack of peace that you're not seeing? The sun's been out this week and I have been in the garden. I have been doing my meditation in the garden, enjoying the sun on my face during my daily practices. And when I come out, I notice weeds. Not straight away, but after giving a little bit of love to the garden, my eyes start to wander and I start to notice that there are weeds growing in the garden. And I go on this mission to save the garden from the weeds. So whilst I'm focused on the weeds that seem to have spread everywhere so quickly since I last de-weeded, all I can see are these weeds tangling up around beautiful bluebells and rinsing them dry of their love, spreading like wildfire across the garden, these weeds have. And I've been reflecting a lot upon this side of our mind that does want to suck the life out of us, that wants to fixate on what's wrong. And then sometimes you can get so fixated on, why am I thinking these thoughts that I don't want to think? That all your focus is on the fact that you're not thinking what you want to think. That you're just perpetuating that. What ends up being the weed? Is it a weed? Weed getting in a weed on top of a weed? And then even as I've been gardening, I've been looking around and realizing as I'm focusing on pulling out the weeds, I'm missing out on the glorious, radiant beauty of the rest of the garden. I'd say weeds are 1% of the garden, right? And I'm there focusing on finding them, pulling them out. And there's this whole garden, this whole glorious garden, vibrating with pure life. So beautiful that I'm not seeing. I think I'm saving, but I'm not seeing in those moments. When we hyperfixate on what's wrong and go on our personal missions to fix it, to resolve it, in those moments, we're not present. In those moments, we're not seeing. And I guess in those moments, you're probably not aligned with whatever it is you wish for the world. You're not in that state of peace or harmony. This whole mind training game is not easy. Staying connected to the core of who you are in all circumstances is a real journey. I've had all these incredible moments and experiences of presence and of God that keep me going in this journey. But even after experiencing glimmers of enlightenment and unconditional love and presence and thoughtlessness, and I still notice that those little weeds start to grow in my garden. I wake up and, the space doesn't stay clear. At some point a thought comes in and I'm thinking about something or wondering about something or planning something or fixating on something that's not right in my mind, and then wondering why these thoughts have come back and wondering how I can get rid of them. And that's not helpful. Going around the garden searching for weeds and wondering where the roots are and wondering why they always keep reappearing isn't helpful. There's a whole garden to look at. The presence is still there. I just have to choose to go back to it. I just have to choose to not go down that rabbit hole of thoughts. So I invite you to a mini challenge. Next time you are fixating on a problem in your mind or in the world, how about you choose to see the 1 billion other things that are marvelous in life? How about you choose to come back to presence? How about you choose gratitude for the fact that you're even alive to witness it? There's always nectar to be found. And the more we focus on nectar, the more we see it. So I invite you today to really think about what one wish you have for all of humanity. And then bring your awareness, bring your attention onto where that is in your life. And cultivate it. Notice it in your own garden and appreciate it. Allow it to flourish and grow. Watch how your vision changes. It's quite magical. Namaste.